What's up guys, welcome back once again to Aimtastic Reviews Tech. Now Black Friday is here upon us at the moment whilst I'm recording this video, so basically it gave me an idea of a video to do. It's not about Black Friday at all, to be honest with you, but that's where the idea stemmed from. I was looking for a wireless gaming mouse, as I have not currently using, but I've got a wireless keyboard and I wanted to basically tidy my desk up when I get it all set up properly. I wanted it to be as least cables as possible, so I was looking for a wireless mouse, and I basically couldn't find one that I thought I definitely wanted. Looking at all the specs, reviews and stuff like that, I couldn't see which one I wanted, so basically I decided not to buy one. Well, Black Friday's still going, so I may get one in the end, I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions in the comments below, I currently use the Model D-, obviously wired version, so part of me wants to change, but anyway, that's not part of this video. Let's just crack on with it. So the question I wanted to ask was basically, do you need an expensive mouse to be a better gamer, or to just get by as you are? So I want to try and answer that. So what I've got today is, this is from Akko, so thank you to them for sending this over quite a while ago, so apologies to them for not getting around to this sooner. They don't really specialise in mice, they're more of a keyboard company, but they do have the odd few mice about, and I don't even think they're really... No, not even really branded as a gaming mouse either, but it is a wireless mouse and it is very, very cheap. I think it was less than £20, so less than $20 for the Americans. And this is the AG325W. I assume W is for wireless, and it's, like I say, it's a very cheap mouse. It's not got all the bells and whistles you'd find on obviously a more high sort of tier gaming mouse. So basically what I want to do is I want to do some testing with this and then put it up against, it's a wide one, but obviously wider generally considered better for latency and stuff like that anyway, so it still will hold up. This is the Razer Viper 8K, obviously a much more expensive mouse. I think on Black Friday I actually saw it on offer for around £70, which is a lot of money. Whether it's actually worth that, I don't know. Or whether that was a different one, I'm not sure. However, I've got this one to test, obviously 8 kHz polling rate, so it gives an idea of sort of the differences between the two. Obviously it's going to have a high sensor on it. This is all in Chinese, so I don't actually know what the specs are on this, but I'll put those up on the screen in terms of like sensor, DPI, that kind of thing, and polling rate. I think it's 125 Hz polling rate, so very, very low compared to this one. So basically we're going to do some testing with sort of aimtastic. I'll do obviously a few runs of each to see how I get on, to get sort of used to the mouse as well, and then we'll see if it actually makes any improvements at all. I know it's not the best sort of scientific experiment, but it gives you sort of an idea, as if basically for a casual gamer anyway. I'm not obviously talking about pros. It probably does make a massive difference what mouse you've got, but I'm a casual gamer. I'm not very good at most games, so this is more aimed at the casual gamer. So let's take a look, plug these both in, see how we get on, and we'll see what the results are. Right, so whilst I get set up, let's just have a quick look over the mice themselves. So firstly I'll show you the Akko. This is the Akko mouse, the AG325W. It's very, very lightweight. I'm not sure of the weight. I'll look that up on the internet if I can find it, and that'll go up on the screen now for you to see. And like I say, it's a wireless mouse. It's symmetrical by the looks of it to me. Yeah, it looks symmetrical to me, so it could be used in left hand. However, your buttons are on the left hand side, so it would be awkward for left hand users. But yeah, it's really, really light. You've got Bluetooth comparing down here, you've got off, you've also got 2.4 and Bluetooth connection down there. I don't think by the looks of that there's a chance of using it via the cable, but we'll test that out anyway and see how we get on. It's just dual mode, so it's just 2.4 and Bluetooth, not usable with cable, which is obviously a downside of this, but like I say, it's a very, very cheap mouse. I'm not sure the sensor, again, I should have already put that up on the screen for you to see. Mouse clicks feel alright, buttons feel alright, a little bit small, but feel alright. I assume that's going to be a DPI change in the middle, or just another button. But yeah, in terms of a bog standard mouse, it actually feels quite nice to use. So I've got no complaints there really. Pop that out. I've got a hidey hole for the dongle to pop that into the PC. And it looks like it's got a sort of magnetic here. I wonder if you can get a sort of a charging puck for it. I've not seen one, but it'd be cool if you could. I wonder, unless it's literally just a magnet to put those on. I don't know. But possibly. So that's that one. Let's have a quick look at the Viper. I've already done a video on this before. story about this one, and the only reason I've got this mouse is because although it's worth a lot more money, one day I was randomly browsing Amazon's deals and it popped up for £11, so like $15 or something, and I was like, for £11 I'll have it just as a spare. And as you can see, this is the Razer ambidextrous mouse, buttons either side on this one, so it is literally a true ambidextrous mouse. Viper 8K 20K DPI. Again, I'll put the sensor up on the screen for you to see. 3390 or something probably in this. If it says on the bottom, no it doesn't. But anyway, DPI changes on the bottom, which is annoying. I don't know why they do that, because you've got to flick it upside down to change it, and you've got a little light to tell you what DPI you're on there as well. So what we're going to do is we'll get these plugged in, and we'll do some aimtastic, and we'll see how we get on. So what I'll do is I shall do the wireless one first, and then we'll see if stepping up to our sort of next level, a higher level mouse makes any difference whatsoever. So we've got it plugged in. Literally it's as easy as plug the mouse in and plug the dongle in and turn it on to 2.4 GHz. Absolutely easy, nothing else to talk about there. In terms of smooth feeling, feels really nice, to be fair. In terms of movement, glides nicely, really light, glides around really nicely, and like I say, the buttons feel absolutely fine as well. So for a cheap mouse so far, I'm actually really impressed with this. So let's quickly log in. Right, so we've got aimtastic loaded up. We're using the Akko AG325W mouse first to see. Basically, I'm going to do bigger than smaller, because this is one I've used, I've done before. I've got a B on it. I'm not great at it, obviously, but we're going to test it on bigger than smaller, see how I get on. I'll do 3 or 4 runs of this. I'll plug the Viper in, and then we'll see how we get on from there. Right, so we've just done 4 runs, and these bottom 3 here were with this mouse, 94%, 96, 96.6, and then we went up to 98% here with this last run, which got me 143,250. My best score ever with my mouse, that's the Glorious, is 159,500. So obviously on a hit percent of 98.8. So you can see it is at the bottom of what I've done before. To be honest with you, not a bad mouse at all in terms of using it. I didn't find any issues with it, but we're going to obviously see if I improve at all using the Viper, and whether a casual gamer is going to notice any difference from going from a really budget mouse, which by the way I've just seen is actually on offer at the moment for $9.99. So if you really want an entry-level mouse, then pretty good, to be fair. So what we're going to do now is we'll plug the Viper in. I said it's 800 DPI, 1200 DPI on this, so we'll do it on same on that one as well, sort of around my sort of level that I like to use anyway, and we'll see how we get on with that. Yeah, so let's basically plug that in, do some tests on that, and I'll come back at the end of my 4 tests with that and see how we've got on. Right, so I've just finished doing my shooting with the Razer Viper 8K. This is one of the older ones. I've just been looking on their website. They obviously do like a V3 Pro now and stuff. This is the first Viper 8K they brought out, I believe, but still an absolutely fantastic mouse. It is quite a bit weightier than this one, so it took a little bit of getting used to start with. However, I say that, and then I got the best score I've ever got on this, and I think it was on my second try as well, of 198,500 with 99% hit and only 2 misses, which is generally my average is 2 misses over the other mice that I've used before. I got that one, then I've just got 189,000, so my second place one again with 99%, and I think my first shot was with that one as well, 150. I think literally all 3 of the top spots of this have been done with this mouse. So let's go back up top and have a discussion. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. So let's have a talk. Right, so I'd be interested to know your guys' thoughts on this, so leave me any comments in the comment section below, whether you think a different mouse does make you a much better gamer. Like I say, I'm a casual gamer. I know for the pros out there that obviously can flick the wrist like God knows what, it's going to make a difference for sure. Definitely, they want a lighter, probably a lighter mouse, 8K polling, everything like that. And this isn't the lightest on the market. It's only 71 grams. It's not too bad. I'm used to using the D-, which is like 62, 63 grams, and it is noticeable and on the wrist, and it is even noticeable against this. So when I first started using it, I was like, oh, I'm going to be able to do this because it's quite a lot heavier than this thing. But yeah, you got used to it. I got used to it pretty quickly, and actually using it, it's kind of making me think maybe I want to buy a wireless Viper now, because I actually really like using this, and the new ones are lighter as well. So I'm going to go and have a look whilst Black Friday's still on and see what's about. But yes, my scores were quite a lot better. I mean, like with the Akko, I think my bottom score was 67,000. That was my first go, and it was, yeah, I missed quite a few on that. But then by the time I'd finished, I'd got up to like 140 odd thousand, so I didn't do too bad. But then when I started using this, I was instantly straight up into 180s, 150s, and then the next few goes were like 190s and 180s, 180,000. So yes, I did better. Is it just a coincidence that I got better at doing this game itself? I don't know. Or is it basically the mouse is better? It definitely feels better in the hand, I'm not going to lie. The clicks feel better. It feels very, very nice. It is this one is a true ergonomic mouse as well, with buttons on both sides. It's obviously a better quality sensor on this, and it's up to 20k DPI. If anyone can even use that, probably not. They always boast these numbers, and then it's like, who can use that? Excuse that, I don't know what that was. But I can say this mouse is great, to be honest with you. However, using this mouse for $9.99, if you are really in a pinch and want to get a wireless mouse but don't want to spend a fortune, I honestly can recommend it. It's decent for a tenner, and it's one of those that if you wanted a spare mouse lying around, you can buy a few of these and just have one lying in the cupboard in case you broke one or something like that, or just have one in your bag for your laptop or anything to travel around with you. This is an absolute great buy for $10. I can definitely recommend this. So all in all, I like to say, I like to hear your guys' comments on whether you think it makes much of a difference, how it works for you if you've tested this before, things like that. But personally, I think yes, it probably does make a bit of a difference for even a casual gamer like me. But for your pro gamers, it's definitely going to make a difference. And obviously, that's the reason they use expensive mice, and obviously are endorsed by companies like Razer and stuff like that as well. So I hope this is interesting to you. It was quite interesting to me to see how different I was with different mice, how I improved and things like that. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. And obviously, if you haven't already subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me out. So thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.